Okay, so today we're going to be learning how to draw an eye. Now before I start, I just want to tell you that I'm drawing on a digital board, and I'm drawing digitally. As you can see, I'm not using a pencil and a piece of paper. So this app, it's called Sketchbook. It's a very good app. You can find it on a computer and any smartphone and anything, but it works best on the computer. And also I'm using a digital board that I'm drawing on with a digital pen. It's called a Huion board. You can get it off Amazon. You can even go to Costco, Walmart, and you'll get it. You'll try if you can find it. You can get it from there. Craigslist, very easy to get. And yes, it's a very good tool. And so, let's start. So we're gonna be starting with an eye, and so an eye, people would think that it's very difficult to draw an eye, but it's not. It's very easy. So to get right on it, we're gonna be making this shape right here. Okay, so just follow this. An eye is actually one of the most important parts of the face because it defines the face. It's one of the when the highlight of the eye, if you don't know what a highlight is, it's like the little white part on the pupil. That's called a highlight. It's when a smooth surface, a light has been reflected off a smooth surface, and that's what's called a highlight, basically, the white part on the pupil. So this is the outline of the eye, simple eye. Okay, then we're gonna make one line over here, curved line. Okay, one line over here. Okay, then we're gonna make one line right here. Then we're gonna start off with the pupil. So the pupil is not gonna be in the center right here, because that, I've never seen that before in a real person. That kind of looks weird. The pupil is always a little bit under this part right here, this whole thing. A little bit of the pupil is cut off, and that's what makes it look real. The pupil isn't too big, but this is the outline, and this is the main part of the pupil right here. Now this is going to be in the center. This is going to be the center of the eye. Center of the eye. This is a very important part of the eye. You're going to color this in. Now, if you're using a pencil and a piece of paper, do not, I repeat, do not color it in so dark, because you're not going to be able to put the highlight in. Okay, so if you're doing it with a pencil and a piece of paper, make sure when you make that little circle, you're going to make the first outline, and then you're going to erase this much of it. Okay, that much, and then you're going to just go around it, right around it, and then color it in. Do these steps and then make your pupil. So then color it in. Then you can make the highlight. Now in my case, I can do it like that, just to show the people that are using a pencil and a piece of paper. And then with a simple eraser that you have at home, any eraser can work. And if you're doing it digitally right now, you can just go like that. Like that. Just a little dot. That's another highlight. There's multiple highlights inside an eye. Sometimes you may not see it, but when you look closely, there's always a little bit of highlight. Now in anime, they may emphasize the highlights, and I can show you. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen this. So this right here is the highlight, and this is the pupil. Very, very exaggerated, and that's what makes it animated. And so very similar to real eye, except for way more exaggerated. And so that's what makes it different. It's more exaggerated. Now you're gonna make this smaller again. You're gonna do that. Okay, and then you can, with your pencil, you could do that. Okay, so now to get on with the rest of it, the rest of the pupil, the rest of the eye. You're gonna start off by making small lines around the pupil, very small lines. The bottom of the line will be very dark, and then you will go out like this. So you're gonna use this trick right here, like that. So you see how this part is dark, this part is light. Same thing here. You're gonna use that. It looks like a splatter of paint on a wall, or on when you've like just splat like that, like you've done something, just paint, and you just splatter it on a wall or something. So that's what it's supposed to look like. Then you do the same thing over here. Now if you want to add color to your eye, all you have to do is first make these lines with black, and then change the color to maybe a different color. Any color you want, maybe let's say blue. Make it look like Daniel Radcliffe's eye. Now maybe try to choose a more realistic blue that will be on a real eye, to make it look a lot cooler, a lot better. And then start making lines like this. Now if you make a mistake, there's always the erasing right here. And then you can color it in with, oh, whoops. There you go. And then you can keep going on with your now this is what it kind of should look like after you after you've put your color in. Now if it looks different on your paper, but it looks good, then just stay with it, because whatever looks good, yeah, it's good. That probably didn't make sense, but okay. Okay, then you're gonna about color. You're gonna start making black lines. Okay, then you're gonna do the same thing over here, but like that you did over here, but very faintly, very faintly. Very lightly, so that you can't see it from a far distance, but as you get closer you can see it. That gives the effect of shading. Then you can darken the top part, darken the top part. This gives the effect of the shading and the eyelid, and gradually get lighter, Okay. Now make this part a little bit darker too, as there's an eyelid at the bottom. And this part you have to color in. And this part is gonna be black and pink. That kind of pink right here. But it's gonna be a little bit darker. So you're gonna put black, and you're gonna find the right color, just color it in. But then this side is gonna be a little bit more of a darker side, as you don't really see the this part on this side. So then you're gonna continue on with this, and this is gonna be, you're gonna make a little emphasizations, I guess, to this part, and then you're gonna go around it. Okay, so now we're gonna make one more line over here, just one really faint line. Okay, next is gonna be the eyelashes. The eyelashes, they're quite hard. They're a little bit challenging, but if you have experience, you can get through it. So the eyelashes, you have to use the same technique. You have to go like that. Just use that. So you're gonna start off small, and you might not get it the first time. So if you're doing it digitally, you can undo it. But if you're not, then you'll have to erase, and that'll be a little bit difficult, because you'll have to erase, and then you'll have to do the same part on top here. You'll have to darken the top part. So if you use this technique, it actually looks pretty real, but you have to you're gradually getting the eyelash gradually getting bigger as you go to the top of the eye. And a little bit curved, they're a little bit like that. Make them as curved and as smooth as possible. And then they get a little bit smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as you get down. Then you shade in this part. I can erase these now, just haha. That was a very huge size. Make sure you don't do that because it's a stupid mistake you can't undo on a piece of paper and a pencil. So yeah, don't make that mistake. Oh. And then just keep shading over here. Okay, then we're gonna do the eyebrows. The eyebrows are very simple. Some people think it's very hard, but same as the eye, it's very easy. Just gotta follow the steps. So make the outline. Make the outline. And then go down. Then, this is the part where people mess up. They have to go like this, and then they have to go down. People usually go straight and they end up here, but they don't realize that they have to go down. So make sure you go all the way down until you reach the end. This is supposed to be the end point, right here. It has to reach the end of the eye. Cannot stop here, cannot stop here, cannot stop here. It has to stop here. Okay, so now we're going to start using the same technique. See how you've used this technique many times throughout the eye. This is the part where people mess up too. They don't use this technique and they mess up. And so in this video you can see that using this method you can really get a realistic eye or a realistic anything if you use this method. So one thing is that when you're doing an eyebrow, the starting is going to be like this. It's going to be facing that way. But as you get, as soon as you get to this part and you go that way, as soon as you go that way, you're going to start going like this. What a lot of people do is they keep doing the same pattern and then it doesn't look good. So you have to that, like that, like that, and then you transition from this to this. Then you can make the touches that you want to make to the eyebrows. And make sure this part is dark and this part is light, so that it shows that there's multiple hairs and not only a line of hairs. There's multiple hairs on top of each other. Now, as soon as you've made this, if you want to make a really realistic and animated eye, you're gonna have to erase the line at the bottom that you've made as an aid to show you your direction, so that when you do that voila, you've made an eyebrow. Congratulations. You can erase that part, and then you can keep doing this so that you've got yourself a realistic eyebrow. So we're not done yet. As soon as you do the eyebrow, you know that the direction is going like this, like that. Okay, and it goes down. So then you can do the shading in that way. So since there's less space over here, there's gonna be more. It's gonna be darker over there, and since there's more space over here, it's gonna be lighter over here. Since there's more light reflecting on this part and less light reflecting on this part. Sorry. So you're gonna make one line before you start shading. You're gonna make one line, show that your eyelid is there. Eyelid. And then you're gonna start shading. So now you don't have to do this step, but if you want to make your eye look like ultimately real, you might want to do this step. So just make normal line, just a bunch of lines, and make it darker here as I said, and lighter on the right side. Lighter on the right side. Okay, then you're gonna start doing cross hatching. Cross hatching is when you go like this and you go like that. It's a way of shading, but it's not completely the same as this because you're using only lines. So you're gonna start doing like this. You're gonna start doing cross hatching. Make this more dark. And then just gonna erase all of this. Kind of distracting. Just erase that. That. We give you this time to perfect eye, to make it look a little bit better. And then if you want to give any expression to your eye or something, you can just simply, if you want to make it angry, let's say, if you want to make your eye look kind of angry, if you want to make your person look angry, you're going to make a line like this, a line like this, and then go line over here, and then you've got yourself an angry looking eye. There you go. And that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends about this video. I really hope you like this video. And again, the Huion board, my digital board that I'm using right now, is a very good tool. Go on Amazon, go on Craigslist, go in whatever, You can find it anywhere. It's a very good tool. And also Sketchbook, the app, is a very good tool for sketching online. But I would recommend getting the digital board before you get any sketchbook or any app for sketching, as can't really do it with a mouse. Can't really sketch with a mouse. This is the final final piece, and I hope you liked this video. Make sure to subscribe again and share it with your friends, your family, your dog, your cat, whatever, and thank you for watching.